Hello everybody. Here we go. I cleaned out the freezer and I found I think it's, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a whatchamacallit, kielbasa. It's been in there a long time, I guess. Yep, kielbasa. Okay, so I found one of those. I found 3 hot dogs, and I found a chunk of ham. I didn't even know I had this in there. The ham. I didn't know the kielbasa was in there either. But anyway. Okay, I'm going to be doing 3 different things today. I'm going to make a lentil soup out of this meat that I found in the freezer. Then I'm going to make a jambalaya, kind of jambalaya, pretty weak. I don't have a whole bunch of things to put in it, but I do have some stuff. And then I'm going to do some blueberry muffin. That's for the lentil soup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a stock, and I'll put the beans in later so that, you know, they don't all disintegrate. Wait, I got to go get some thyme and some bay leaves. Hold on.
2 very boring minutes later.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, yo. Alright, as you can see, I got a couple bay leaves and a little bit of thyme. And I'm going to try to tie those 2 together with some cilantro. Remember what that's called? Bouquet garni. Alright, everybody remembers that? Bouquet garni. Although, you know, traditional bouquet garni is parsley. Parsley, bay leaf, and thyme. That's traditional, but we're going a little bit of Mexican. So we're going to do cilantro, bay leaf, and thyme. And the reason why we're doing the Mexican is because I have nothing else. I don't have any parsley. So we're just going to, this whole soup is just going to be a bunch of junk that we, you know, I found some junk in the freezer. And what? Yeah, I don't know. It's basically clean out the refrigerator day in the freezer. Freezer especially. Alright, here we go. Hopefully this will come out in the end. There you go. Alright. I suppose I could chop this and put it in. Okay, now I'm going to add some chicken base. And it looks about right. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to use this whole thing. Alright. Now we're going to let that boil for a little while. I should have started it on the stove. That's what I should have done. Okay, Okay, so now we have the stock has boiled, all right, and that's going to be the lentil soup. Now wait a minute.
We'll be covering a few key aspects of his crazy life.
I'm multitasking. I'm multitasking. Man, I can barely talk. Okay, now look. I let this boil in here, so I'm going to take it out now, because I'm going to use it in the chicken. I'm going to use it in the jambalaya. Smells really good. Woo, mama. All right. So hold on now. I'm going to let this boil for a minute. I got some carrots and potatoes and lentils to put in. But for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to brown the sausage and the chicken for the jambalaya.
So with that said, let's take some time and talk about King Cobra himself. So who is Josh King Cobra JFS? Well, in the simplest terms, he's an eccentric goth with mild Asperger's and lazy.
I don't know if I have green peppers or not. I mean, if I don't, this is not going to be a authentic jambalaya.
But under the greasy cheese-covered exterior lies one of the most.
I don't think I do, tell you the truth. Okay, I'm going to let that brown. Let me see. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Green pecker. Oh, yeah, I do. Hey, I got some green pecker. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right, green pecker, onion.
Because I'm not afraid to be myself. And that triggers you. You're hiding behind this Green Bay Fudge Crackers jersey tough guy persona because you're afraid to be yourself.
Okay.
You put off this vibe of, oh, look at me, I'm so gangster. And then you see somebody like you who's not afraid to be themselves, and you're like, oh, fuck, I've always has courage to be himself in the judgmental.
Okay, here's what we got going on. We have 2 pieces of chicken and that kielbasa that I found in the freezer. Okay, I browned them off. You can see that. Ooh, they look nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them boil with the bouquet garni going in and some chicken base and some vegetables. I have the vegetables browning right now. Okay, but now look, I'm not going to put the vegetables in right away. I'm going to let this boil for a little while to make sure that the chicken is done. And then what I'll do is I'll add the rice, you know, after I put in the vegetables. Then I'll add the rice and let it cook. And we're done. Vegetables are perfect. Okay, let me add a little heat and a little smoked paprika. Alright, so here's what we've got. Now this is for the jambalaya. We've got onions, peppers, and celery. Alright, and they're sauteed with the spices. I've got smoked paprika in there. I've got, what else do I have in there? I got a whole bunch of stuff. Black pepper, garlic, and I don't know what else. Alright, anyway. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for that water with the hot dogs and the sausage. I'm going to wait for that to boil. Alright. Oops. I meant the chicken and the sausage, not the hot dogs. The hot dogs are going in the soup. Okay, sorry. Okay, I just want to let you know I found a tomato that's getting kind of soft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in a cross on the top and drop it into the soup for about, I don't know, 30 seconds. All right, and pull it out, but it's got to be very hot water. It's got to be boiling or near boiling. Okay, then I'm just going to pull the skin off. Look at that. Holy moly. There you go. There you go. I'm just going to chop this tomato up. Oh, by the way, I took out the seeds. When I opened it, you know, when I cut the top off, I dug around there and pulled out all the seeds. So now I'm just going to chop it up. I don't have a carrot, so I'm trying to make it, you know, a little colorful. Okay. Now, again, I'm going to wait to add the veggies. Actually, the carrot and celery can go in, but the meat and the lentils, they're not ready to go in yet. I want to let this cook so you get some flavor from the onion and celery. You know what I mean? That's you need those flavors. Okay, so let me tell you what we got here. We've got some water boiling with the bouquet garni. Instead of parsley, it's got cilantro. So it's bay leaf, thyme, and cilantro. That's in here. Also in here is onion and celery that I sauteed, you know, start to caramelize, and then some chicken base. The chicken base, you know, it's this stuff. It looks like this. There, this is Gordon. Gordon is GFS, Gordon Food Service. They're a restaurant supplier. And this is the best way to get chicken base, man. I mean, it's not powder. It's a paste. Okay, anyway, that's in there. So, that's all that's in there. So I'm going to let the I'm going to let the celery and onion cook a little bit. Then I'm going to start adding the meat, the lentils, and the tomatoes will go in last. All right, now that's the soup. Oh, I also have a potato. I also got a potato that I'm going to chop up and put in the end. Okay. If I had a carrot, it would be perfect in there. But I don't have a carrot. I really didn't plan this out. I just started cleaning out the fridge and the freezer. Okay, now over here I've got celery, onion, green pepper. All right. Now that is sauteed. That's sauteed with red crushed pepper, smoked parsley. Oops. Sorry about that. It's not smoked parsley, it's smoked paprika. I hope you guys can figure out what's going on here. And I think that's about it. Now in here, what I've got is, I've got the browned sausage. These are the kielbasa. I browned them all. It all washed off. Then I've got the chicken that I browned. I'm waiting for the chicken to cook. And then I have this bouquet garni from the soup. You know, I only brought the soup to a boil, let it in there, let it sit there for a minute, and then I took the bouquet garni out, and I'm using it in here. Okay,
not, it actually gets worse.
So in that pot, I have browned chicken, browned sausage, celery, onion, and I'm going to add, oh, and cilantro. Celery, onion, cilantro. Then I'm going to add the ham and the hot dogs to the lentil.
I had a fan of mine send me something. Yeah, one of my fans sent me a...
So just be patient. And then we have blueberry muffins coming. So hold on to your hat. Okay, now the chicken is cooked. The stock is boiling.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Stock is boiling. Smells really good. I'm going to take out the bouquet garni and just throw it away. We're done with it. All right, now what we have to do is figure out how much water is in here. And we're going to do that by all right, we're going to pour that water into here and then we're going to measure it. Alright, so here's what I have in here. I've got this chicken that I browned and boiled, a leg and a thigh. Then I've got these kielbasa that I browned and boiled. Now we got to figure out how much whatchamacallit we need to put in, how much rice. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this into here and measure it as I go. Alright, there's 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups. So that would be 1.5 cups of rice. Alright. So let me just take a little bit of rice out of here. There you go. And it's 1 cup, and it's okay if it's a little wet. You know what I mean? No, what am I talking about? What did I put in there? 3 cups? Yeah, 1.5 cups, right. I'm confused. I'm getting old. Alright, there we go. I'm putting the rice in. I'm going to put it back on the stove. Now that rice is just regular white rice. It's not anything special. It's just regular white rice. Alright, now let's get over here. Woo, look at that. The celery and the onions are cooked. Oh, hold on. Let me add these veggies to the jambalaya. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up this ham. I forgot that I had this in there. I didn't even know. Yeah, that should be enough ham. Alright, that's going in. And the hot dogs are going in. I know it sounds weird to put hot dogs in, but boy, they sure are good in there. Ooh. Ooh, mama. What I like to do is cut them in triangles. That way, you know, you won't really recognize them as hot dogs. In other words, cut them in half lengthwise and then turn it a quarter of a turn and cut it in half again. All right. Okay. Now we're going to let this cook. We have a potato that we're going to add in there. I don't think the potato is going to need a whole lot of time. So I'm going to put the potato in when I put in the beans. I mean the peas. Lentils are actually peas. They're not beans. Even they call them lentil beans, I know, but they're not. They're peas. But I think they're all legumes. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Somebody might want to look it up, see if I'm telling the truth. Okay, so now we have the potatoes and the peas or beans, whatever you prefer. They're going to go in once this boils again. Got to get this hot again. And then they're going to go in, and I'm going to add the tomato at the end, and it'll be completely done. Good stuff. It is good stuff. Now you may ask yourself, why am I covering these potatoes? They're in water. And I would answer, I have no idea why. I'm just, I don't know why I just did that. Who knows? It's all a mystery. It's an illusion. All right, so there we go. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more water to that because, you know, I want to get enough soup out of it.
One eternity later.
I'll see you later. Okay, here we go again. Now we've got the potatoes for the soup. And we have the lentils for the soup. Alright? We're putting both of them in at the same time. At the end, I'll tell you again what's in there, in case you forgot. Alright. So here comes the lentils. It's 1 pound. 1 pound. Oh man, this soup is so good. Especially in the winter. Woo! Mama! Alright, there we go. So we're just going to let it cook now. And when it's done cooking, it should be done. Let me taste. See what we need. Oh man, we don't need anything. It's very good. Woo! Okay. Now the rice, the jambalaya, the rice with the chicken and the veggies and all that, it's almost done. Now I'm going to add the tomato that I chopped up. Took the skin off and chopped it up. Oh man, this stuff is very good. Believe me, trust me on that. Okay, so there went the tomato and the potato. And we're done. We just have to let it boil. Let it simmer. Let it cook. Alright, now we got blueberry muffins. Oh man. Woo-hoo. I can't wait. Alrighty. Blueberry muffins. Let's see, what do we need? We need 3 cups of flour. 3 cups of flour. Alright, I can do that. Here's 1 cup. Here is 3 cups of flour. I'm not going to do them in the machine. Okay, the muffins I'm not going to do in the machine. Alright, I'm not going to do the muffins in the mixer. The worst thing you can do is overmix muffins. That's the worst thing you can do. So you have to be careful with that. Alright, there you go. 2 cups of blueberries. My nephew brought me about 2 gallons of blueberries. Uh-oh. We have a major malfunction. Technical difficulties. It looks like the blueberry muffins are going to be put on hold, and I'll probably make them next week. Sorry about that.
A little bit somewhere between a guitar and a
Gonna get a plate, and I'm gonna dish it up. All right, here's the chicken leg.
I always wanted to play steel ever since I heard it. So I got my dear old dad and he got on his lathe. I got him to make me a few of these pieces of tube so I could play.
Oh, I love it when it's like this, when it's a little wet.
Slide the metal over the string.
Oh yeah, baby. I don't like it when it's dry. No. All right. I'm going to eat that, and when the... Okay, this has been boiling for, I don't know, 40 minutes. What I'm going to do now is add a little bit of roux. Okay? I want a little bit of roux because we want the peas to... Whoa! Oh, that's too much. We want the peas to be suspended in the stock. But I think I added too much. But not a problem. We just add some more water. All right. Let me come back when it's cooked. Okay, here we go. Got a big pot of lentil soup. It's been cold, sat in the refrigerator all night. It's ice cold. Now I'm going to be able to put it into 1 portion sizes. All right, here's what you do.
After landing under the spotlight when Pittsburgh synagogue shooting suspect was revealed to be a poster and user on the site. Yab posted a message on its homepage announcing that the site will be inaccessible for a period of time as it works
Okay, so there you have it, y'all. There's, what is that, 6? I don't know, 6 or 7 bags, might even be 8. I don't know, I lost count. Anyway, lentil soup for the winter. It's getting cold here. It was 55 yesterday. Today's a little warmer. Okay, so anyway, I'm just going to bag all these up and put them in the freezer. What I'm doing there is squeezing the air out. Try to get all the air out so that they don't freeze or burn. I could put them in the food saver, but you know, these bags are good enough. I've done it before. Alright, so I gotta go. So listen, you might be able to find this soup somewhere else around town, but you're not gonna find it any better than this. I gotta go, I gotta eat.